Hi everyone, here is a quick guided tour of our Blackboard shell for this semester. So as you can see when you enter in, you're going to always come in on our announcements page, and if you scroll down, when there's more announcements, you'll be able to go back and see all the announcements that we've had for the class. I'm going to make sure I post a weekly announcement on Sunday or Monday to kind of preview the week for you, and then we'll probably have a follow-up announcement video later on in the week as well, kind of an office hours thing. In here, everything that you need is going to be accessed through this menu bar on the left. If you're looking for my office or contact information, you can see that here under faculty information. If you're looking for the syllabus, you can find that all here under course syllabus. Now it's important to note there's 3 syllabi for this course. There's our course 1, there's the online addendum, and then there's the institutional syllabus. I really encourage you to look through all of those in advance of the class starting. And then come in here to our class calendar, and this is where you'll be able to see all of our due dates and various things that are going on throughout the course. If you come in here, you'll see you'll actually have dates in here. You can't see it when I'm in here under student preview mode because I'm not in the class as a student, so you just can't see that, but you'll see them there when you're in there. Starting Strong is the first unit you're going to be doing. This unit has a lot of stuff to get you prepped for the semester. Talking about the Shield of Doom, some navigation. This is where you will found the video you're now watching, as well as the syllabus quiz and a few other items. Every module that I have you complete has this module introduction that you'll see here. Talks about what you need to do, why you're doing it, and then what are the due dates for the assignments. That way you have everything kind of in one place as to what you're looking for. This next unit is our Writing the Biological Sciences module. We're going to be doing a project this semester and in general a lot of writing. So it's important to have a good grasp of what scientific writing is like. And all of you should have the white Writing in the Biological Sciences book. It's an excellent reference to go along with this module. Units of study is going to be where you spend your most time. You'll see in here, there's only 2 weeks available right now, but as the rest of the weeks become available, they will load in here for you. So if you see here, you can come in here to week 1, course overview. This is where we have the 2 different modules, the learning outcomes for the week, and then your assignments. You can then tab through these items to go to work through these different subsets of the week. So let's go ahead and look at one of our content units, which is going to be week 2. And when you come in here to week 2, you're going to see that we have 2 main chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Every week we're going to pretty much have 2 chapters to do. And it's going to be a lot of reading and a lot of work. What you're going to see in here is when you come into one of our chapters, let's go ahead and do chapter 2. What you'll see when you come in here is you're going to see a variety of things. So we can just tab right on through this. And so first is concept and challenge questions. So when you click on that, it's going to take you to a web page that has some good concept questions and some challenge questions. And what's nice about this is it gives you the opportunity to really get a feel for where you're sitting with knowledge before you go in. Don't freak out if you don't know the answers. It's not the point. The point is more of just kind of that metacognitive gut check. Do I have any sense of what this information is, or is this going to be completely new to me? And it's okay if it's completely new to you. Then if we go back in here and you can see the next item is the textbook. So every time it's just going to say this is where you should read the textbook. And then it's going to go into a couple of the module information. So usually if I have a recorded lecture for the chapter, and sometimes I'll have multiple recorded lectures, you'll see them here. And then as you tab through, you're going to see additional pieces of information. So here's the ionic versus covalent bonds flash activity, which will load here in a minute. Maybe. There it comes. And so as you can see, there's just a variety of things for you. When you get down here to the end, every chapter is going to have a different amount of activities, and it's really important for you to personalize your use of this section because it's created for a broad foundation for everybody, but you may have a really good foundation and not need all of that. So don't feel like you need to go through each of these content items if you don't, if you feel like you have a good handle for it. So then you have your chapter quiz, which you'll click here to launch at the end. And then there's always going to be a chapter worksheet. This chapter worksheet is not for points, it's for practice for you. And the chapter quiz is really going to be a lower Bloom's level activity. So it's really, are you getting the concepts of the chapter? Now the worksheet is really focused on the synthesis, evaluation, application, analysis levels of Bloom's. And so this is really going to mirror the exam a lot closer than the quiz will. The quiz is going to be a moment for you to really say, did I get foundational information out of the reading? The worksheet is, am I understanding this enough to utilize this information? And then what you can do is you can post into the discussion boards. You'll see a link here for the discussion board where you can post some answers and talk with your classmates about the material. And so if you come in here, you can just create the thread and you can talk about whatever question is you want. Course study guides is going to be an extra credit opportunity for you. This is how you guys will interact with each other with the content. Come in here, you can make a Web 2.0 study guide and you'll post it to one of the wikis so that everyone can share it. That's you get 2 points of extra credit for posting one, and then the winner for that chapter will get an extra 2 points. Every week we're going to have a journal. This is where you'll come in here and you can see your weekly reflection journal. There's going to be various prompts for this, but don't feel like you need to stick to the prompt per se. You can definitely deviate from that and just talk about some of the connections you're making. Just as a reminder, when you come in here to week 2, before you go into the chapters, if you go all the way down to the bottom, this is where you're going to find the prompt for your weekly reflection. So sometimes there'll be various things. This one is about some cell imaging because we talk about microscopy in chapter 1. The discussion boards is where you'll find the various discussion boards we're using for the class. And there'll be, there's several of them in here, but we'll use them for various activities, but not heavily for course content outside of that worksheet. The groups area is where you'll create your groups for your project that we're going to work on this semester. Even if you're working in a group of 1, you'll need to make it groups because that's how we'll hand in assignments. And then if you're just curious about how to use some of these tools, class tutorials is going to be your a good place for you to work. There's videos in here as to how to do all sorts of different activities. And that's pretty much a guided tour of our Blackboard. If you ever need anything, just email or come by my office.